Lads. Lads, welcome to another match preview. How are we all doing? Hal, how are you?
Yeah, tickety-boo. It's Tuesday, isn't it? We've got another game coming up.
Too many games, mate. Too many games. So we're previewing today Sheffield United versus Aston Villa at Bramall Lane tomorrow night at 6 p.m. GMT. So, Hal, what time are we doing the watch-along tomorrow?
Well, BT Sport has the game from 6 p.m, the kickoff there. For international viewers, the game will be shown on Bain Sports in the Middle East and North Africa. Well, I know we have a number of viewers in Scandinavia that watch us, so VI Play has the rights for the match in Scandinavia. The watch-along starts on this channel at 5:30 p.m. tomorrow.
Excelente. So before I go and depress us by talking about the Liverpool match, I just want to say that we've hit 91,000 views in this month, 28 days. I kind of tried pushing it a little bit and getting us to 100 by putting out as many podcasts and videos as possible. I'm just really proud. I'm just really proud of what we've done, to be perfectly honest. I wanted to start with that. And I just want to say thank you to you. Thank you to Bobby. Thank you to all the fans, guys and girls. Yeah, on to the next one.
Yeah, I'm just a bit disappointed that 9,000 of you didn't watch the watch-along highlights from Liverpool. That would have just tipped us to the 100k, which would have been fantastic. Stephen, thank you.
Thank you, Stephen. We really appreciate that. We don't do it for the money, but it's nice to see you guys appreciating it. It really, really is, because
It's a good thing we don't do it for the money.
Tell me about it. But we do put so much effort into it that a lot of people don't see. So, yeah, it's good to be recognised. It really, really is. Anyway, from the really, really good stuff, so let's talk about the not so good stuff. And that's the fact that the team is still bottom of the league. Obviously, we weren't going to get off the bottom of the league, and we're probably not going to get off the bottom of the league until the end of the season, but you never know. So let's talk about the Liverpool game. In all honesty, it wasn't my favourite match reaction of all time, because the game was a pretty meh one. We didn't play anywhere near as bad as what we did against Fulham, but at the same time, we didn't really create any chances, and the chances that we did create, or should I say, the chance that we did create, Ollie McBurney's header, was probably the only thing that we had in the whole game. We had a goal disallowed, which could have gone one way or another. McBurney was probably not impeding, but he was close to the defender, so he made him put the ball in the back of the net, kind of. And once we went 1-0 down, I had literally no confidence in us getting anything from the game. But as I said, that McBurney header was at 1-0 down, so it could have easily gone 1-1. And we know how rocky Liverpool's defence and whole kind of mentality is at the moment. So you never know. But anyway, on to the next game. So let's talk about last time out, Hal. What happened?
Yeah, last time out, Sheffield United versus Aston Villa on the 14th of December. I've got to take us all the way back to 2019. A 3 p.m. kickoff. Do you remember those? Actually, we will have one on this Saturday. But yeah, John Fleck scoring a brace, and 30,396 packed into Bramall Lane. We went up to 5th. Villa were down in 17th. How the tables have turned. It was a fairly uneventful first half. Fleck finished off a good move, started by Chris Basham's back heel before John Lundstrom's quality delivery to give United the lead. And the Scottish midfielder doubled a composed finish following David McGoldrick's clever hook before Villa missed a penalty. You might remember that was awarded by VAR for a John Egan handball. It was Jack Grealish's effort which cannoned off the bar.
Yeah, John Egan loves handballing the ball in the box, doesn't he? Whatever he can do to stop that ball going in the back of the net, and we love him for it.
It's like he's always trying to get sent off against Aston Villa.
God, yeah. Oh, let's not think about that. But it doesn't matter because John Egan's not in this game at all, and that takes us nicely onto team news. So, still, we've got Sander out, we've got Jack O'Connell out, we've got John Egan out, as I just said. Chris Basham probably still out. From what Chris Wilder said, it sounds like it's the same team as what we had a few days ago. So that's indicating to me that obviously Bash is still out. Jack Rodwell, who cares really? Jack Rodwell's not getting anywhere near the team anyway, apparently. I've put Robinson and I forgot his bloody name. Jack Robinson. Jack Robinson's still out as well. And it indicates to me that Bogle still going to be out. We did say in the last match preview that Lys Mousset was going to be out. He wasn't. He was on the bench. But it makes me think that he's not really kind of match fit. And we probably just put him on the bench just to have someone else on the bench. Because I remember the Man United game when Wilder was like, we only had about 3 or 4 that he could choose from. But yeah, I think we put more lads on the bench just to be like, look, we're not we're not completely depleted. We can fill a bench, but yeah. Anyway, so we move on. It's probably going to be the same team, I would suggest, except for I would go Ollie Burke. I keep saying this every single week. I thought McBurney wasn't great in the last game. So it's got to be Ollie Burke. Come on, Chris Wilder. Choose Ollie Burke, please. So that means that it's Ramsdale in the goal. Baldock right wing back. It'd be nice to see Bogle at least on the bench. Ender Stevens probably going to be left wing back again, even though I would probably go for Osborne myself. I think Stevens has been poor for a very long time now. Ampadu right centre back was quite poor again in the last game. Jags did okay, but it's looking like it's going to be Jags, even though he's probably still blowing from the last match. Keane Bryan, left centre-back, it looks like again. Norwood, defensive midfield. Lunny, right centre-mid. Fleck, left centre-mid. Did say he's got to start. Please don't start taking Didsey out of the team again, Wilder, because he likes to do that when we've got more than kind of 1 or 2 games in a week. And then I've put down Ollie Burke or Brewster. Might as well give him a shot, haven't we? Who knows? Anyway, so that's my predicted lineup, mate. You've done your predicted lineup, obviously, on where?
On Twitter, at Sheff United Way. It's also on Instagram as well as Facebook, the same handle, at Sheff United Way. If you want to know the team before even Chris Wilder does, that's the place to head to. My 100% record of getting it right, 1 game old, but it carries on.
Do you know what, Hal? It might be the same every week because he's probably looked on our Twitter and thought,
yes,
that's what Hal's gone for. That's what's got to work.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, definitely. So let's move on to opposition news. And Hal, let's just find out from you what they're going to, because they'll probably listen to you as well.
Well, Dean Smith's men will be hoping to make it consecutive wins in Yorkshire. Of course, they beat Leeds 1-0 last time out at Ellen Road. Villa sit just 6 points off West Ham in 4th place. 2 games in hand. It really is a complete transformation. Courtney Howes and Matty Cash will definitely not play any part due to injury. Wesley, still very doubtful. Martinez, though, should be able to start in goal after a groin complaint against Leeds. So Smith's going to likely stick with the same back 4. Captain Jack Grealish has missed 2 games through injury. He's got an outside chance of returning, but I personally don't think he will. I'm going with Martinez, El Mohammadi, Konsa, Mings, Target, Louise, McGinn, Traore, Barkley, El Ghazi, and Ollie Watkins.
There's nothing worse than a groin complaint, is there really, mate?
Not in Leeds.
That's all I could think of. That is all I could not stop thinking about the groin complaint. Anyway, let's move on. No, I am. Let's move on to score predictions, if we have to.
Do we have to?
Shall we take a stand and not do it?
I'd like to take a stand. Yeah, I haven't wanted to do them since day one.
Let's take a stand, and if we win this game, we're not doing any more score predictions for the rest of the season.
Love
Let's
it.
say that, shall we? Now, I know I've said that, but now I'm like scrambling to think of what the next one. Memorable matches. So, Hal,
Yeah,
I'm not going to speculate. I'm going to let you just take the lead.
Well,
there you go, my friend.
Can I just be very clear that sometimes I don't do a match that you think I'm going to do, and the chances are we did it the first time we played the team already this season. So I am going to do one that you're really not going to expect. You're going to expect me. I know what you're all going to expect me to do. I'm not doing that one. I'm doing Sheffield United 3, Villa 1 from the 8th of January 2005. Sheffield United sent Aston Villa crashing out of the FA Cup in the third round. Gareth Barry actually gave Villa the lead. It was a lovely 20-yard drive. That was just after half-time. But Danny Cullip, do you remember him?
Yes.
He levelled after 57 minutes. Of course, he would go on to score against Arsenal at Highbury in the Cup, but it was disallowed for absolutely nothing, something we spoke to Nick Montgomery about. I would say that podcast is well worth checking out, by the way, if you haven't watched it yet. It's on this channel. Then Andy Liddell put United ahead on 82 as he managed to fire in a close-range finish past Thomas Sorensen, who then allowed a shot to slip underneath him 2 minutes later, again from Liddell. Villa goalkeeper Sorensen was, though, pretty good in this game. A string of fine saves, saving well from Andy Gray, turning over a header from Phil Jagielka, who, of course, made his debut in 2000 and is still playing. Absolutely incredible. But he had lots to do. Michael Tongue and Wayne Quinn also had good efforts. We were all over them. We deserved the win. The team that day, Kenny, Geary, Bromby, Cullip, Jagielka, Quinn, Little Alan Wright, John Arley, Tongue, Gray, and as I've mentioned, the goal-scoring hero Liddell.
That's Alan Wright and John Harley both playing in the same team. So John Harley must have played on the left wing, I'm guessing.
Yeah, there was times when Alan Wright was marking Carlton Cole in this game. And the only player playing for Villa that I think we'd be interested in was Lee Hendry.
Oh, well, we're going to come on to that in a second, aren't we? What a great segue into talking about played for both. So what I'll do, as Lee Hendry was one of mine that I've picked, I'll bring him up right now, shall I? So here we go. Lee Hendry played for both. Actually, I didn't say it's played connections. It's not played for both. But Lee Hendry obviously played for Sheffield United. But before Sheffield United, he played a lot of games for Aston Villa. So that's 251 for Villa and 17 for us, scoring one goal, Hal. And that one goal, do you know against?
No, I can't remember at all.
No, neither do I. So if anybody in the comments knows, let us know right now, and Hal's going to bring it up on screen. But before that, what he's going to do is he's going to give us his.
Yeah, it's got to be Gary Cahill, who we had on loan from Aston Villa. Martin O'Neill didn't rate him. He thought that Zat Knight was a better defender. I think that's the test of time has proven that Martin O'Neill was wrong. Gary Cahill, one of the best loan players we've arguably ever had. He was very, very good for Villa, but clearly, under Martin O'Neill, not good enough. And I only wish we'd been able to sign him long-term.
One of the best. Are you trying to say that he's better than Ben Woodburn?
It's tight. It's really tight. There's also, of course, Michael Twiss, James Thomas. You've got to throw in there John Newby. Some big names. So you're right.
Andy Campbell?
That's fair. Andy Campbell, who I met in a TGI Fridays. Obviously, I've met everyone. You know that. And he was one of the nicest people I've ever had the pleasure of speaking to.
Yeah, the only thing I remember about Andy Campbell was he was absolutely rapid. So fast.
And that was it. My dad and I had a saying for him, but I can't say it right now.
That's fair enough. It might be quite similar to Ollie Burke, but Ollie Burke is a big gentleman, a big athlete. And I can't remember what Ali McCoy said, but we'll...
He's a physical specimen.
A physical specimen. Right, you definitely did better than me. But let's move on to another player that's played for both, and that is Paul McGrath. What an incredible defender. Like, he barely played any games for us, and everybody talks about how great he was. And it just shows he played 12 times for us. 12.
And he played well in 11 of those, but I think it's only right, if we're going to remember history properly, he had a bit of a stinker against QPR at home, and he cost us a goal right at the end. But yes, he was fabulous every other second he was on the pitch for us.
Do you know what? That reminds me of a different player of who's actually not with us anymore, Hugo Ekio, because I remember his first game for us, he was awful, and we were taking the mick out of him how bad he was, and then he came on leaps and bounds. Obviously, we knew he was great. Wait a second.
Oh, he's another one.
He's another one.
He's another one.
I didn't even think about him.
And we said we'd only do 4 today. What have you done to me?
I'm sorry, mate. I didn't mean to do that. But go on.
Well, it was the big debate, wasn't it, when he first broke onto the scene? How do you say his surname? Was it Loughton? Was it Lowton? I've always called him Lowton because that's how it's spelt.
I think I've called him both. I think I've called him Lowton more than Loughton, but I've definitely called him both, I think.
Yeah, he scored a great goal as well for Villa. I don't remember him being too much of a goal threat for us, but yeah, he's a really decent player and, of course, still plying his trade as a right-back in the Premier League.
Yeah, so fair play to him. He's one of these that kind of goes under the radar, doesn't he? But I think it's a bit harsh that you say Matty Lowton weren't a goal threat. He was in the box a lot. He loved getting
He's
forward.
No vast Bob Bockiss. I mean, the reason I brought this up is, by the way, we do the wonderful Bobby in the background does these wonderful graphics. On here, you've got more played for both. Do check these images out so you can have a proper look at them on social media at Sheff United Way.
Yeah, have we had any more in the comments, Hal? Any more played for both? There must be some, surely.
There must be some. What are you playing at in the comments? Played for both. It's like no one else has a clue of any others that have played for both. Disappointing.
Disgusting. So what we'll do is we'll move on, and
I think we've got to talk about the comments, haven't we, today, Chris Wilder? That has been something that has come out a lot in the comments, is that what do we make of what Chris Wilder has said? His remarks in his discussion about his future, he's been a bit elusive. He hasn't really said too much, but he's sort of referencing the fact that if he's backed, he'll stay, you know, and that's always a bit of a worry when you hear something like that. So, yeah, I think it's fair to say I'm certainly a bit concerned, but I don't for one second think that Chris Wilder's leaving.
No, I don't think so. If at all, if there's any possibilities of him staying, he will stay because he loves this club. But it's not really up to him, is it? At the end of the day, it's not his choice. So what?
It might come down to, yeah, you're right. It might come down to the Prince making a decision at the end of the season, and we don't know. In the position we're in, Nick, we get sent rumours, and this week has been rife for rumours that both you and I have been sent. I don't tend to believe a single one of them. I know you're the same. We just wait and see how things play out.
Yeah, exactly, mate. Exactly. Let's not bring any up on this channel. It's not really worth it, is it? Yeah, we don't really want to listen to that. Until the club's come out and said whatever needs to be said, we don't really want to speculate.
Although I will say, if you do want to keep sending rumours to us, they are fascinating. So we just keep them to ourselves. We're not going to share them, but you can send them to us. Yeah,
we enjoy them. What I was going to quickly say before we go, I'm not going to bring up. I always ask you this: how are we going to win this game? And you don't like it. I know you don't like it. I don't like it either. But what I do want to ask is, how do we think the game's going to pan out? So, do we think that we're going to get hammered, or do we think that we've got a chance in this game?
We're not going to get hammered. We don't get hammered. We don't score goals either. So if we're going to lose, we're going to lose by 1 goal. You know, we're going to lose another game 1-0. I think that's the realistic way that we've kind of seen this season play out. And I did a poll on my my own Twitter, which is at JNC Pod, don't ask. And it was, the season has been awful, but do you still get excited before each Premier League game? And 35.5, let's call it 36%, the majority said they just want the season to end.
Yeah, I saw that on your Twitter, and I want it to end, but I still get excited for every game, no matter what it is. I always think there's a chance of us winning this game, and there's a chance of me enjoying football. So I think I would have picked 2 choices, but obviously you can't. So yeah,
well, even more impressive that people are still watching us, and the figures we get for the watch-alongs are spectacular. So the fact that it seems like most of you just want the season to end, you don't really care. We're still here. I think it's a credit to Nick, the amount of work he does. We're just trying to bring Blades together when we can't actually be at the ground. We can't be in the pub. We can't communicate in that way. So we're doing things like this, and it's for you.
Yeah, and we're enjoying it, aren't we? We're enjoying it. We can't wait to get back to the games and meet and finally meet.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's let me just say, could you imagine if we were doing well, the sort of numbers that we'd be pulling in?
We'd be in the Bahamas by now, wouldn't we?
We would be. If the players were performing like we were, then we would be laughing. Anyway,
with all the super subscribers that would come in if we were doing well, forget about it. You wouldn't see me for dust.
Exactly. Oh, you don't say that. We're not going to get any more super subscribers then. Anyway, I think we're going to leave it there. Thank you very much, guys. Really appreciate you all being here. Thank you, Hal, for being here as always. Are you wearing a Sheffield United shirt today?
Yeah. Sorry.
I thought it would be something always. Sheffield United. I nearly didn't wear a Sheffield United shirt, and I thought Hal's going to show me up otherwise, so I need to put one on. Anyway, so yeah, thank you very much, guys. Thank you, Hal. We will be joining you tomorrow at
5:30 for the watch along.
Yep. So thank you very much. We're going to do our weird wave again for the very last time because we do have an outro. Thank you very much, Mr. Johnny Shore and View. And yeah, we will see you next time. So thank you for watching and see you tomorrow.